Good evening. My name is Madison Wickwire. I'm with the class Internship Orientation 1330, and today I'm going to be discussing about which part of the funeral industry that I find most intriguing and why. Now, this was a bit of a hard decision for me to think about because there's so many different things that I find intriguing about the funeral rituals that people choose from for their loved ones, or which ritual or prep for disposition that the decedents choose with their pre-needs or their last will and testament, what their wishes are. And I would like to say that probably narrows down to what I find most intriguing, which is the final prep for disposition and the different types that there are out there. Working in the funeral home just recently, I prepped a decedent who was who he was a Buddhist monk. So the ritual for them was very specific, very detailed, and he had a specific type of prepping he had to do. And there were certain things that were not allowed to do during washing and prepping that were specific to his religion, including having to learn how to dress him properly. He had specific robes, he had specific sashes and belts that had to be placed accordingly. His hands had a certain placing, and that all had to do based on his religion and his standing, which I found very intriguing to learn about and got to be able to experience firsthand. And learning all of these different types of rituals and different preps, or whether someone wants to be embalmed or they don't want to have certain sutures in certain places or certain parts of their face touched with makeup or beard, facial hair being shaved. There's all these different parts I'm learning is based on the decedent's wishes or the decedent's family, and I believe I have found that the most intriguing so far. And that's just not for the prep in the prep room. It's also the type of prep in the casket, what type of casket that family or decedent wanted. How did they want to be set in the casket? Did they want to be in a casket? Did they not want to be? Maybe they wanted to be dressed for a visitation and prepped for a visitation, but then cremated afterwards. And the whole process and rituals that different families and different individuals take after they die, which is very, very intriguing to me. And I'm still learning so much. There's still so much to learn about, and I'm just so excited to keep gaining more knowledge and experience on these different types of rituals. I think one other part that has to do with prep for disposition that I have found intriguing is how detailed a family could leave step-by-step details for the embalmer, for the mortician, whoever is going to be prepping their decedent. I also recently had an experience with a Romanian who is considered herself, the family said, a gypsy. So in that case, they had specific details down to the lip liner on the decedent's face, how they wanted the hair positioned, where their feet were supposed to be in the casket directly, specific space in the casket that she's placed in. So there was these details that were very, very specific, and that was really, really neat to be able to experience and learn from this ritual that the family has for their loved one and for the loved one who passed away. So I would say overall that is what I find intriguing: the prep for disposition, reason and why, and the ritual behind it. So thank you if you have gotten this far to listening to my response, and have a lovely day.